In Fable 3, you play as the child of the hero from Fable 2. Your brother is the king, and no one seems to like him, mainly because he's an asshole. So you, your butler, and your trainer flee the castle in hopes of rousing the people of Albion into helping you overtake your brother and becoming the ruler yourself. The main storyline in the game is very well written. I don't want to spoil anything, so I'll just say that it's very engaging and does a very good job of wanting you to discover more of what happens. The only drawback is the voice acting, which comes off as very, very cheesy. The menu system in this game is something that I need to address. In most games, the menu consists of pressing a button and going through different text-based options to get what you want. Not in Fable 3, though. No, here the menu is an area like the rest of the game. So, if you want to switch weapons, press start, and you have to run into the weapon room, walk up to the weapon you want, and then finally equip it. Want to change options such as brightness or audio volume? You have to walk up to a gearbox. And the leveling system? Dumbed down ridiculously. Instead of gaining experience based on what you do in combat, you just get one type of experience point. And to make it worse, in order to actually level, you have to run down a hallway and open chests. Seriously, they really did this. What the hell were they thinking when they designed this piece of crap system? The menu and leveling systems in this game are very tedious and dumbed down, and makes you wonder if Lionhead thinks that all the people who play their games are morons who can't read and only like to look at pretty pictures, And the save system? They really fucked up here. While you can have 5 characters, each one only gets one save file, and that includes auto-saves. So if something goes wrong, you're fucked. If you want to experiment with something and see what happens, you better like the outcome because the game will autosave and you will be stuck with it. This is a huge design flaw that I cannot believe they actually had anyone play through the whole game themselves, because this is something that would have been noticed and changed in a hurry. Now, for the music and graphics. Well, they're pretty much the same as Fable 2. A lot of textures and sounds are recycled, and the majority of the background music is also recycled. Still, they're not bad. The game looks pretty good, and the music is decent. The way you interact with people in this game sucks. Instead of being able to choose what specific thing you want to do with someone, you only get to pick between the good emote, the bad emote, or quote-unquote funny emote. So if you want to make friends, be prepared for a lot of dancing and patty cake. The combat system in this game is exactly the same as the previous 2 installments. X for melee, Y for ranged, and B for magic. It's not a bad system, but for a lot of people who didn't grow up with simple controllers, it could get tedious for them. It doesn't help that the enemy AI is dumber than a rock. Speaking of AI, Dog is back, and it's really stupid. It still finds dig spots, but a lot of times he doesn't run to them. He'll just stand in place switching directions for a while, and he also tends to get stuck in walls. Also, the idiot trail's back. Yes, this game still holds your hand with a trail of pretty gold light that leads you exactly where you need to go for each quest. This really lends credence to my Lionhead thinks we're all morons theory. Another thing that irks me are the weapons. Now you only have 4 types of weapons, 2 melee and 2 ranged, which are 2-handed hammers, 1-handed swords, pistols, and rifles. That's it. No 2-handed swords, no axes, no maces, no bows, just those 4. There's one of each type of weapon designated as hero weapons. These weapons change shape based on things you do throughout the game, and most of the changes are very minute and lame. There are also weapons you can find through chests, shops, and quests. These weapons are better than your hero weapons, and can also be leveled to make them even better. The catch is that ways to level them are very long and tedious, usually making you kill 300 enemies or make 30 friends or change your moral standing with each one. It can take hours just to level one part of one weapon, and you'll find a lot of these things. 26 in your own game, plus you can trade online to get 50 different ones. That's 50 times of killing 300 enemies if you want to level them all. There is online co-op again, but this time around it doesn't suck. You actually bring your own hero into someone else's world, and you get your own camera angle. It's actually something you might want to play with your friends this time. The morality system is back in this installment, but to be blunt, the game wants you to be evil. Without spoiling anything, there comes a point in the game where being good will horribly screw you over, with no positive effects at all. Only play as a good character if you feel confident that you can amass 10 million gold by a certain point in the game, cause you'll need it. So, overall, the game is a lot like Fable 2 with a few changes, though most for the worst. If you enjoy Fable 2's combat system and like to enjoy a really good RPG story, even though the ending is wall-punchingly annoying, then you'll probably want to pick it up despite all the downsides. Just be sure of your choices because you won't get a second chance without a complete restart. Thank you for watching and see you next time.